what we're trying to achieve is to capacitate practitioners and people that are working in field of conflicts so that they can take what they've learned here and try to apply in their areas.
We've all had now a perspective from both sides. Whether you are an activist, whether you're an academic, you knew today where you fit into the paradigm of conflict transformation and addressing conflict on the African continent.
I now understand that I'm not Zimbabwean. When I'm asked who I am today, my identity, I'm an African. Because really it's just those geographical boundaries that continue creating the conflict between these states. And really if we look into it, if those geographical boundaries are not there, we're not going to look at each other as I'm Zimbabwean, you're Malawian, you're Mozambican, but we're going to look at each other as African.
We try to make our courses as diverse as possible. We also try to expose them to different environments.
They are split to say this way, the female section and the male section, because for the blacks it's very much clear to say the males were that side and the females were that side. I had lost all hope to say, fine, the liberation struggle was there, but then what exactly are we moving towards? But for me, being here today, it makes me appreciate that I should not always say I'm a born free, but to understand what other people went through for this liberty to be there, for people to be free.
The prisoners being able to vote. Irony, we have it in our constitution in Kenya since 2010, but we've had elections in certain counties and constituencies, and the prisoners in those counties have not voted. Just listening to the guide talk about how you cannot make an amendment to the constitution in this country, that you need 2/3 majority in parliament, that is quite different from Kenya.
It's awakened me to how people refer to the constitution as a source of security, as a source of closure, just so that they feel they belong in a country and they are not only upholders of the law but makers of the law as well.
The Constitutional Court and the Constitutional Hill, for me, when I first came here, it was the battle between the two. But now I've got a full understanding of it, and I do appreciate going through the place, seeing everything, and understanding the difference between the two. And I'm quite happy to say South Africans, they've attained their freedom in 1994, and they're still fighting to say a lot can be done. I'm very grateful for the opportunity.
Another lesson I want to say, because African states are obsessed with sovereignty, they also, like external powers, are driven by interests.
Until when, as Zimbabweans, are we continuously going to be growing tobacco and cotton when climate is changing? And in those regions where we're supposed to be growing tobacco and cotton, people are not getting money from that.
We have 54 states, that the level of trade amongst us is 10%. We trade with 90% with our external world, and we don't trade with each other. 10%.
To me, I'm very proud inside, and I will make sure that I will take the knowledge back to my war-torn country, Somalia.
In conclusion, there's a lot of work to be done, and there's equally a lot of energy and willpower within African young academics, young activists who are willing to do this for the sake of a better Africa.
I'm very happy. I can say that this group of participants that we hosted this time, they were very active, participatory. It was very exciting. And also the event that we hosted here at University of Johannesburg, the turn-up was very high. The discussions was very insightful. And our participants, I'm sure they managed to draw some lessons and some useful things that they can also use in their countries.
Conflict is energy. It can only be transformed. So the moment we start transforming that energy, then we'll realize that as Africans, we've got one vision, and that vision for Africa, we will, as the 54 states, be able to achieve.